everyone. Hello, welcome to Magnolias in downtown Norfolk, Nebraska. I'm Amy, and we are enjoying a lovely Wednesday, very fall-like day here at Magnolias, but we've been talking about Christmas. In fact, we even started out the morning playing the Christmas music we had left on from last night when we did our live. So if you joined us on Tuesday evening at 5 o'clock, we did the live walkthrough of our winter retreat collection, which is new. It's natural, a little bit of frostiness, lots of natural tones, blueberries, green, muted tones. If you love that vibe, you're going to love learning a little bit more about the collection. We didn't even see everything last night, so I wanted to keep going, covering more of the decor, the ribbons, the stems, and some of the new flower arrangements that have just come online today. So there's lots of fun things. I know you guys enjoyed the live last night, and it was a hit as far as people already taking advantage of shopping the look. So welcome. Hey everybody, thanks Ruth for joining us. Hello. Jennifer's here today. Hello, Missy, Jennifer, all the Jennifers are going to hang out today. Good deal. I'm going to make sure I drop a link here and let you know where the whole collection can be found. If you want to shop the collection, again, it's called Winter Retreat. I am excited about it. It's so beautiful. The designers, I haven't had as much time myself to make things. I've been doing the displays, but the designers have been turning out some outstanding floral arrangements. I know the barn boxes went last night. There's one behind me I can show you, but yes, there's many barn boxes already left. It's hilarious. Hey Lorraine, how are you? Hi Kathy. Hey everybody. I'm missing names. There's Judy and Mary and Kathleen. We do sell ribbon. We have tons of ribbon. I don't know how much she put online for the Winter Retreat collection, which would be the only amount we've released so far. Really what she should do is put all the ribbon on, I think. That would be a great way to get started, having it all available to shop. The way we've been doing things is having everything released collection by collection, so when we show a look, it all gets completely done at one time and is a cohesive, matching, coordinating. It's just a nice way to present it all. So that's our normal plan. I feel like we're getting a little behind based on the response to Christmas. More Christmas, Nancy says, yay. So, okay, everybody's been excited about Christmas. And the weather shaped up today. We had a really weird, stormy, rainy, wintry night last night, but it is pretty out this morning. I think it just slowed up all of the harvest that was going on, however. So that's kind of a bummer for our local people. How many of you were here last night with a thumbs up? How many of you got to watch the live last night? Did a lot of you miss it, or is there lots of people who saw? Thumbs up if you were on board last night doing the walkthrough. We took over an hour and we didn't get through everything. Kathy's waiting for the champagne and glitzy tree. I need to do that one yet this weekend. And if it's getting to be in the 30s tonight, yeah, it is starting to feel like fall. When you wake up in the morning and it's just crisp and cool and the leaves are turning a little bit here. They haven't blown off the trees yet, so we might get a pretty fall yet. We just enjoy the fall season, and I feel a little bad sometimes pushing forward into Christmas, but it is what everybody's hopeful for. And it seems to be time for those of you who like things early. So a few wreaths didn't get shown last night. I've got a couple of them here in front of me. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss them and let you know this is the Cozy Cabin wreath. It's $143.50. A lot of one-of-a-kinders are what we've been showing, and sometimes we can make things in multiples like our garlands, but other times wreaths are just trickier to try to duplicate. It takes a lot of time to make things a copy when they have so many parts and pieces going on. Our signature look on this tree has about 5 different kinds of ribbon that can blend with the look. This one's featuring the holly ribbon that has the little blueberries and a holly print on this ribbon with a blue edge. I like the crispness of it, and it does stand out nice with the white in the wreath. So really a pretty one. This is a 21-inch diameter, which is 21, 24, 26 is a great size for your front door if you're looking for your doors designed. Another one over here, similar but has cream berries. Same ribbon. This blue and cream berry is different. And all the little weeds that get added to the basic pine just really fills it in and gives it a more transitional vibe. I think that a lot of the success of this look will be the fact that it transitions so easily. It's not so disruptive with any glitz going on. So you'll be able to put this out very soon because it just doesn't seem overtly Christmassy. So very nice. Oh, good. Jennifer got to watch this morning because it's a little late otherwise last night, isn't it? This one is called the Very Woodland Wreath for $128.50. It's 21 inches also. So our link that I dropped a little bit higher up in the comments, I don't know if I can pin that link. Maybe I can pin it. It is going to be where you'll find all of these items. If there's something missing that I'm showing, just send a message to the store perhaps. Here we go, pin. That way that comment will be the top comment and the link will stay there at the top for you to click to see the entire collection. So that was exciting. I know last night we did sell all those blessed little squirrels. I know you guys like the squirrels, and I just was communicating with my sales rep this morning, and I think he can set me up with some more squirrels. So if you know what I'm talking about, I don't even have one here to show you, but last night we showed the squirrels in the tree, and I think they took them all out of the tree, and I'm going to get more in. That'll be here before the end of the month. So hang on. There'll be more squirrels coming in. I'll see what else I can find while I'm at it. There's a lot of beautiful bases for this look. And I wanted to lay this in a tray here and show you some of these beautiful pieces. I hope this one has, oh good, it does have a price, $29.50, because there's so many nice looking items. This and okay, these two coordinate. Now keep in mind, these are not shaped. They got pulled out of a box just for me today. And this is an unshaped base that came pre-made from the vendor, just like this. The wreath is $54.50. This little short garland is $29.50. You can see it's not very long, maybe 40 inches. Oops, I just missed a question. Let me see if I can. I gotta work myself today because Kate is helping pack the orders. Do I have a bush stem that matches the cedar garland? Cedar stem. Yes, we have a cedar stem. Do I have it around me? No, I don't. But there should be one either here or on its way. So this piece being a wired piece and this one being built on a grapevine are both versatile for different reasons. Here you can see on my table, if I had somewhere around me a hurricane or a set of 3 vases that I could organize inside of this, we could do a little grouping and create a vignette of candlesticks, vases, accents inside here and use it as a table centerpiece. Obviously it's a wreath, so that's the most obvious way to decorate it. But if you wanted to see if you like the idea of its centerpiece style, shape it upright. So it's always about the shaping. How do you want to shape it? On your door, you're going to keep it more flat. On your table, you're going to lift and separate all the parts and pieces and try to maximize the fullness of it. But I love a grapevine base because you can add extra stems into it pretty easily. You don't even have to use glue or wire sometimes. We could take a berry bush and cut it up and add some extra cream berries in here just by inserting them into the grapevine underneath the wires that bind the vine together. That would be one way to get it done. You could lay some ribbon loops in here, which would be just wiring up simple little loops and tails and adding your accent color with ribbon or 2 types of ribbon. And this is just going to show you a little bit how nicely they shape up. What you want to do, hopefully you can see, is give all these stick straight pieces some curves and some softness, because everything always comes super straight in manufacturing. It's going to look much better if you soften up the style of it and give it some curves and bends. So hey everybody, if you're just jumping on, I'm going to walk through some more decor pieces from our winter retreat collection. And if you've never watched before, welcome. All the people here in Facebook world who are regulars will welcome you. And if you are wanting to learn a little bit more about how people use our decor, you can jump over to a page called Magnolia's VIP and join our private Facebook group called Magnolia's VIP. Just ask to join. All of you guys posting pictures, I got behind over the weekend. I thought maybe when we were sitting at the airport I could see everything and get caught up, but I didn't. So I know there's lots of things going on the VIP page with all of your great ideas and decorating. So I think if you were to stick little vases inside here, oh, I don't like that one as much. Or your snowman, Santa Claus, that kind of thing. This is the last one of these, by the way. If anybody needs this, if you have the matching, this is the terracotta pillar holder. It's the 9-inch one for $43.50, and it matches these vases, but we're going to be out of the candle holders. There's only one left. It's a cutie, but he is gone. So we could do a cluster of blue and white vases in the middle. I think they're going to all three fit. And then put a stem in maybe just one or two of them, just something spiky like our birch branch would look really good in here. I'm not going to reach across and grab one, but that's one way to use a wreath that would be different than your obvious hang it on the door kind of thing. Sorry, I'm making a racket here. The garland, I think, because it's short, is definitely an advantage. I'm going to grab this tray here. I had to just make a spot to work since everybody is back in the shipping area, and I didn't want to kick anybody out of the shipping area while I did a live. So this is the wire-based garland. Let's turn it into something here. I like that it really has a sturdy wire going on. We have a rectangle tray, so I'm just going to shape this into an oval. Let's see what it wants to do. That looks about even. It looks like the way the piece is structured, it turns itself into an oval. Just the way the branches are segmented on the base vine. And if I hook this over here, by just twisting this around, I think we'll just have a nice little centerpiece on our tray. Then I should grab, there's a Santa Claus I didn't show you last night. He's beautiful. I know I missed him. What else did I miss? The angels. Let's get some decor pieces on this tray. I am using a tray called, it's got beads on it. It's 115. It's the large tray with wood beaded handles. This is the style of handle that it has. They're just like a gray wash almost. Very heavy framed tray, like a big chunky picture frame. Is kind of what it reminds me of. So by laying this into a little oval shape, it makes a nice table centerpiece on this tray. Again, we're going to soften it up, lift it up, and shape it. I better keep watching your comments here. Thanks, Teresa, for your nice comment. What color is the bell? There's a beautiful bell centerpiece. Is it with the birch ribbon? Because I see that, I could grab it. I think what happened is we had a blue bell from last year, a navy blue, and I told the gals to put a little something on it and make it part of this collection. Let's see if that's the item that you're after. Let me grab it along with the Santa Clauses and the angels. See how much better that looks when you give it some shaping? Just looks super full. So we have this nice full nested area, and again, that garland is in the collection. It's $29.50, and it's the one called the blueberry eucalyptus garland. I think that's what that's going to be named. Let's see if I can grab your bell and your angels. Should have had all this lined up behind me on the shelf because there's some cool pieces. This might be the bell that you saw online. It's navy blue. There is only one or two, and if this is the piece you saw, it's called the Winter Bell Centerpiece for $88. So I'll set him up there, and these little pieces are going to look great in our tray. These are the bird blue angel accents. There's two styles. They're each $59.50, so you can take your pick. Look at the detail on these. Aren't they pretty? She has an owl, a white owl, and her wings and her costumes. There's a little bit of glitter down here on the bottom and a little silver, like a touch of silver on her costume. The size of it, hopefully the description is telling you how tall. I didn't, oh yeah, there's a tape measure. I was going to say I didn't grab the tape measure, but I do have one. Good for me. Deer and a cardinal. Really pretty little fawn. So those are each $59.50. It's hard to find the blue things when I was looking for the decor trying to fill in blue, but we do have a couple more orders coming. Those look great in that tray. Need some height with it, don't we? Let's find some trees, and we also had recently received these blue trees. This is something we were showing last night, and we only had one. Well, we didn't have them out at all, so Kate found those this morning. We carry the pom-pom little topiaries. They're a set of 2 for $68.50. Oh, is that how the cream ones are done? As a set? I thought the cream were individual. Let me go get them and see. There's still a little room on my tray, so let me see if I can set this. Where do I want it? Here, maybe, and the other one behind the angels, if I can get that all into the frame. Didn't try this before, you know. We always just wing it, don't we? We don't want to plan ahead or anything. Oh, that works. There we go. So those two little gals can hang out here, and then the centerpiece actually is finished front and back that way because it's all, the vine's running all the way around. My poor table. It's kind of obviously not the sturdiest table in the store. We don't sell this table, don't worry. So little trees like this would also blend. Last night we were showing you the short sizes. There are short and tall bottle brush trees in this minty color, and I think we had them last year in a different color family. These are $9.50 for this size, and then there's the next size smaller also. So those could be added into our tray if we wanted to fill it up even more and blend the greens and the blues together. It would all really work nicely in unison. So that makes a different kind of centerpiece where you're organizing on a tray. It also is useful sometimes to be able to create trays because you can pull them off the island, pull them off the table, use your surfaces, and not have to rearrange your designs. It just all moves at one time. So having a great tray that fits your surface and just customizing it is a good value for a purchase to make. Let's see, there's an arrangement last night close to the houses. Could you show the vase? The little houses, an arrangement last night. Okay. It might be the vase drop-in. Was the vase blue? Perhaps that could be. And if you are, did you find the item in our online store would be one thing, is what I would ask too. Did you find it there? This is another piece that's from the same vendor as the angels. They're so beautifully done. This is 112. It's the Santa with feathered friends accent. I should have somebody close the door. Now you're hearing the emergency whatever come down the street. So this piece, Santa's got a scroll. Let me spin it around so you can see. There's actual names on the list on his scroll. There you can see it. Not on the back, but on the side he's reading. Who's on the list? Noah, Liam, Mia, Sophia, Jacob, and Emma. If that is relevant. And then for 112, it's the Santa with feathered friends. There's two cardinals. Can you see the cardinals? They're like kissing. Their beaks are touching. And then back here we've got a blue, I suppose a blue jay, another cardinal, a dove. Just a different design, and all in blue. Beautiful detail. And it's a nice resin. These pieces are all made of resin. So that's another new one, and I didn't get to show you that last night. So that one has come up, and our design here is just one of hundreds of ideas I could figure out for you based on the fact that there's so many neutral accents that you can work with just to create your own customized space. Let me show you two more wreaths here. If I can move this over to the side and grab another option. Keep it coming. We had beautiful centerpieces we didn't get to last night, and I'm also wondering if the vase that you saw last night might have been this design. This is near the houses. Looking to see what else. Oh, there's a little short arrangement that I'll see if someone can grab it for me. This is the drop-in called Winter Chill Drop-In for $70. It's going to fit this blue vase perfectly. If you like the blue vase, this is the $32 Charlotte Cornflower Blue. So I did show that one last night. It has the tallow berries in there. And this one I didn't show, brand new. Very simple. This one's $91, called Frosty Fresh centerpiece. So it's cream and frost, which is a different combo. I like that the container and the frosted pine blend, so it's really a non-jarring design. If you wanted to add more color to this, it'd be a good start to customize more color as well. It's a beautiful little combo, and it might be a one-of-a-kinder. The other new pieces that I missed last night as well were these Santa Clauses. There's so many gorgeous Santas. Didn't want to forget to show you these. And let's use these as a centerpiece with another wreath too. This set of Santas are going to be sold individually, I think. Let me see. There's two styles. They're $39.50. These are the resin forest Santas. The resin forest Santa. So you're going to choose which style you like. And that tree with birds, his costume kind of looks like birch. We do have coordinating ornament scale. Last night we did a really nice run-through of the ornaments on the ornament stand if you want to watch last night's video. I also showed at the beginning lots of the ornaments in the tree, so maybe that's helpful to see too. He has a really fun scepter. It's got a pine cone on the top of it. And this is like a nice faux fur detail. This really helps change the look of it. His little hat, the cuffs, all of the faux fur, and look what they did here. The squirrel tail actually has a little fur too. So these are just $39.50. That's a very good price point for the size of those. Let's try putting those in the center here. So another wreath base. This one hasn't got the blueberries, but it does have that muted gray-green pine going on. And this one is $89. Not sure what the style is called. So you can bend the leaves. The magnolia leaves definitely need a little rolling back. They're very straight. And I'm hopeful that we can just turn this into a little centerpiece quick too. So his design is made on a wired, paper wrapped wired base. Not a great thing for getting wet outside, but it could be used outside in a sheltered area. All the products in it is definitely feeling weather resistant. These are natural pine cones, they're real. Ming fern here, some fir, some cedar, the magnolia leaves, some fullness that's definitely full enough that you're not seeing any of the sections on the inside here. What I wanted to lay in it was this berry that we didn't really get to talk about last night. This is going to be one of my faves for this look. I love it. It's really unusual. They're flocked, and we're going to have them in more than one color this year. So if that one is appealing to you, I would describe this color as gray, blue-green. It is all those things, and it's two tones, but it's very gray washed, but still representing a little greenish blue tone. So something like that, if you just fan it out a little bit, curl the stem. So you don't need to cut the stem off. I mean, you could, but if you're like me, you might do something different with it next year. So we could just wind the stem and lay the berry down into the design and add a little bit of berry to it. This is just perfect if we have a lantern in the middle. Hi. Can you grab that centerpiece on the front side of the table underneath the houses? We're going to see if Kate can bring it to me. She just showed up. You look like you're very officially working in your apron today. She's got an apron and she's wearing a Sharpie. This means business.
It is. Well, we're trying to pull all the Christmas orders. There are so many Christmas orders.
Whoops.
And we have so much stuff, so it takes a while. There's a whole team of us looking for stuff.
Well, so, yeah. It's in storage.
What do you got over here?
I just tried to restock. Yeah, you might need some of these things.
Yeah.
It's in storage. This might be what you were looking for. The Winter Woods centerpiece for $90. Winter Woods centerpiece from the front side of the table where the houses were. I think this might be it. Gorgeous blue-green vase. We need to make more things with this vase. That is perfect for this look. It's definitely more to the green, and it's perfect match to that berry. So that might be what you spied. In fact, if you're going to buy it, I'll just set it right up there for easy grabbing later. And we're back to the wreath. So we've got 2 little Santa choices that could go inside here. You know what I need in this area is candlesticks. I'm looking around and I better get on that because I don't really see any blue toned candlesticks. This is another piece that we're going to have a ton of fun with. This is the grass cone spray. It's 31 inches. I showed it maybe a little bit last night. It's wired. And the little paper parts, it's all paper, so not perfect for outside use. If it's going to get wet, you don't want it to get wet. But you can take a stem and kind of redesign the shape of it to maximize the bang for your buck, and then just lay that stem down into your wreath and tuck it in a little bit, but it'll give us some spikiness. Also, it's just a basic green wreath with lots of nice cones, so this will add some interest to the size and spiky features. You can curl some of these a little bit. How's everybody's weekday, hump day going? That's what I'm trying to say. How's the hump day going for you? We've had a lot of shoppers today. Everybody is out and about, and I think everyone's at lunch, luckily, right now. All the people that were here disappeared and went down the street to get some good lunch at the neighbor restaurants. So many great choices. That's much better. Good background for our Santa that way. It gets a little extra height for us. It was called the Blue Cottage Centerpiece. Okay, so I didn't grab the right one. This one, let's see if either of these are called Blue Cottage Centerpiece. Winter Frost Centerpiece for only $67. This is a faux birch, but it's ceramic. Faux birch container. I love that container. I reordered that one. And what's this one called? Iced Berry Centerpiece for $76. So it's not that one. Oh boy. I'll keep looking. It might actually, if you find that it's online by name and it's sold out, that could be too. And our second little Santa, would they both be able to sit in here? I think what I would do is grab a book and elevate one of them higher than the other by sitting a small book inside the wreath and bringing that up. It would also look great with the candle. Everything looks good with candles. In this particular combo, though, we do have these neat trees that we barely touched on last night, and they are sold as a set of 3 for $119. So I think I could stand the large one on the outside of the wreath and the small one inside the wreath. Those are going to be 1, 2, and 3 pieces to the set, so that would also look really good. Get a good look at that here. It's just a simple, thin, but made out of mango wood, so it's a nice hardwood and whitewashed with a touch of cream over it, so it looks like each piece is going to vary a little bit in how much coloring it got. So this is really an easy way to set up your own centerpiece design. Just create it, you know, customize and create. That's kind of what we like around here, is a lot of DIY, right? Hey, good, Dorothy. She's in Canada. We do ship to Canada, and you placed your first order. I hope you get it lickety-split. Jen and the team are packing right now and getting all the orders from last night shipped out, as many as possible. The driver comes at 3, so everybody rushes. But you'll get a notification when it hits the road, and you'll be able to track it, which is always very helpful. I've got another little wreath down here beside me. Let's show this one too. This is the one that matches the sprays I showed last night. So we had, do I have one handy? A single pine spray with a cone and the blueberries. This is the matching wreath. The key to this look is these pine cones are gray washed. So there's a whole bunch of pieces with a gray wash finish, and that does come with the blueberry. What's this one titled? Smallest tag ever. Mixed Christmas with the longest name. Pine, eucalyptus. I bet she had to rename this one. So you're going to just need to look for it by sight in the collection and verify the price. It's $89.50. And it's made on an angel vine. Oh, thanks, Sharon. That's a great reminder. This is made on an angel vine base. So you've got a lot of versatility sticking extra picks and stems into that base too if you want to use this one for a centerpiece. If it's on the door, it looks like it needs a little fluffing up. Sharon is reminding us that the Christmas open house is coming up in a month. Oh my goodness, panic. What's today, the 4th? So Thanks, Sharon. In 32 days, our Christmas open house is going to be held in the store. So we do what we call Christmas by candlelight. Now, we used to be able to host it at night. People travel from too far for us to risk a bad weather evening, so we do now host it from 12 to 5 p.m. on Sunday, November 5th. It'll be the first Sunday that we're open here at the store. We'll continue to be open Sundays, November and December, although I do need to decide what I want to do about New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve. Those 2 days fall on Sundays this year. Just realized it. So that is the party. We always have music. We have wine. Our Jim's Fine Wine will be here. We will have a lot of snacks and goodies around the store, specials, and a series of special buys, or at least one really major one that you're all going to love. So looking forward to that. That's coming up, and the link is there to say that you're going, even if you can't come to Nebraska and you can't attend our event in person. Click that you're going so that you get all the updates as the sale and more information progresses. You're not going to want to miss any updates on that event as Kate makes them, so make sure you click yourself as going. It'll be fun to see how many people want to come. Let's think. I wanted to make sure I showed you a few more things. So let's see. You asked me about ribbon. Let me grab those really quickly and show you. Last night I barely got a start on the ribbon. Do I have a spot for this ribbon? Right up here. So when we do the look, we have variations and options that you can choose from based on how you want to customize it at your house. And that is the key, is creating a custom concept. So I think last night that the very, probably the most asked about in our comments was this ribbon. I'll show you some ribbon here. Karen, where do you live? You could come hang out with us, make a road trip. Where are you from? This one is $10.50. So that's one of the lowest price bolts of ribbon. It's lightly wired. It's really fuzzy. Can I hold it up close? And it's a woven, almost like a jute with little fine fuzzy threads, chenille-like perhaps. $10.50. It blends well with lots of other things in combination. Here's another $10.50 bolt for our basic. This could even be used for fall, but they look good together if you like narrow things for doing smaller designs. This one is working beautifully as well. Oh, Karen's in Colorado. Well, that's not too far. Depending. Are y'all up in the mountains? Like it's a long ways away? I think from Nebraska to Denver, Peg goes there all the time, or to her daughter's house. I wonder if she's got maybe a 10-hour drive when we go from where we live to Colorado. These two look pretty together. This one we had started using in the fall, and it's going to continue to be great on this tree with the beigey accents that we're putting in it. Looks amazing on there. Then, of course, I dropped this one. This is the bright and cheerful version of the holly. It is a $15.50 bolt. So these are really great prices. I'm showing you ribbon that's all put up right now in 10 yards. Leah's in San Antonio. Well, hey, yesterday Linda and Tim came from San Antonio and said it was a 13-hour drive. If Leah wants to road trip, there you go. Sherry says, just come. We go to Colorado all the time. Sherry's from around here. So it is easy to get on I-80 and zip over. It's boring going through Wyoming, but you can get here. Okay, this is going to be a lot of fun. This one has a touch of silver. So for some people, this might be a good combo. I'm anxious to make something out of this combo. This is $22.50 for 10 yards. This is $14.50 for 10 yards, so inexpensive. This is going to be your cotton print, and it has a very pretty minty tone. Let's see, what would we put that to show you next to? I guess any of the light frosty greens. This is going to look amazing with frosted green picks if you do that at home and like that mint direction. This is the mintiest one we have. It also has white trees, so we put it with cream, but it pulls more white. And that's why this looks amazing with it. That fun little mesh. 10-yard bolts again, $14.50, 10 yards for $22.50. This one I'm going to really enjoy combining with this plaid. I like mixing plaids. Do you guys do that? Are you brave? Oh, Karen lives south of Denver, Highlands Ranch. Would love to have you. Denver's beautiful right now. We flew over when we were going to San Diego. We flew through Denver, and you can see in the mountains all the yellow spots where the trees were turning. I bet it's beautiful up there. So this combo, this is going to be one of our 5-yard bolts, which happens with wide ribbon. Often they just put it up in 5 yards, and we're pairing that with this blue plaid. The blue plaid is a actual fabric that gets cut, and sometimes the plaid ends up a little different depending which bolt we grab. The plaid itself is $22.50 for 10 yards, and this is $38.50 for 5 yards. Really heavy wired ribbon. I showed it last night in my bow combination and paired it with this wide one here. This is the most expensive, one of the most expensive in the store. Sometimes you just need the ribbon that is so perfect and you buy it anyway. Around here we just say it is what it is. It is expensive, but it has the blue, the green, and the tan, and there was nothing else like it. So we actually paired 1.25 yards and 1.25 yards to make these loopy bow tail pieces. That way I could get 4 of them in my tree by using 1.25 yards of each. Used up the 5 yards that way. So all of these are in the look. Take your pick for whatever appeals to you. For color combinations, it's all blending in, and it gives nice variety. And every tree look we do will have its own set of ribbon, so we will start releasing all those tree looks one after another as fast as we can. Just trying, everybody's waiting on me, pretty much. Everybody's waiting on me, so I need to stop running around and stay put. If the Santa's not showing online, did you mean this blue one or the brown ones? I'll mention that to Kate, and we'll get them fixed just shortly, Ruth. That could be the case. Somebody was supposed to go through and add all these things to our online collection, but I'm sure something got missed, given how much we have out here. So yeah, you're right. Kathy says just mix some of your ribbon, the higher end with the lower price, and you get a gorgeous look, because the ribbon can really make the look. And if you want to spend a little to get that bang for your buck on something special and then use some fillers, that works too. Okay, Judy says, you're not watching? No. Oh, okay. Well, these you just need to put online. So she's going to get on that. I'm going to grab another thing over here and show you with a design that I forgot yesterday. This piece too. So the wreath that I was just showing you a little bit ago here, Ruth, I think it'll appear shortly. This wreath that I just showed you is the coordinate to this garland. And maybe you can hand me the pick before you step away on the other side of the table. I think that goes with this, the little pick with the pine cone. So this one is the very, very sturdy garland. Jane was making this up, and she said these things are tough. $59.50. So this one, when I go to bend it, you can see how sturdy it is. Yep. It's just got a very heavy paper-wrapped garland base. So if you need something that's supportive or to bend into an unusual shape and hold its own, it will do the job. So that's a great one, and it is, did I say $59.50? How long is this thing? 5 feet. 5 feet long. I love that the gray washed cones are natural cones with this painted washed finish. So the set of 3 glass lighted trees, even if they're sold out, Marnie, should show up online as sold out. So I wonder if there's a glitch with those trees. Mental note, Kate stepped away again. I'll check them when we get off and see what has happened with it. So here's the pick that matches. It's the large pick, and there's also a single short pick with 1 cone, and it's about half the height. So beautiful pieces. These are going to be awesome in tray designs, but I'm also sticking them in the Christmas tree. And when you do that, it completely adds a whole new level of character. This would be the pick that I'd put in the lower sections of the tree, and I would place them in the tree like that. The wider part of the tree can stand the longer pieces, and then I'd use the shorter ones towards the top, so I'd actually combine the long and the short together. Oh good, Ruth found the resin forest Santa. Perfect, perfect. And this little garland we missed last night too. It's a very floppy one, so $26.50 is a great price point for a 9-foot, no, this is a 6-foot garland. It's a little flat noble garland, and it's all plastic. So one thing about these, and this is just in recent years, if you've ever had a beautiful mantle or a stair rail marred by the wires in a garland. How irritating and not good for your stair rail. But these little plastic pliable molded pieces will not scratch or scar. So if you are one that wants to wrap and wind, this is your winding kind. Plus it's only $29.50. It's lightly snowed and it has that sagey base that is working so good with this look. You could also wind it into a base inside of a bowl or a tray and use it for filler in a surface. So it's really nice and full, but it's very soft, so you can wind that up. If you need it to be supported by something else, just blend it with a wired garland. That's what I would probably do if I was making it as a garland on my mantle. I'd probably add it to something else that is going to give it some sturdiness. So that one's gorgeous also. Just little things like that we were missing last night, running out of time, and that's what I wanted to be sure to show you. This little guy here. So I don't know how many of these she made, but I missed him last night too. He deserves to be peeked at. This is a good piece for a tray or a small accent sitting next to a Santa or a reindeer. And this one is going to be $52, the Winter Bliss Mini Swag for $52. Its length is 19 inches and it's going to have this really pretty little frosted, ooh, I don't see any I can grab. It's a frosted eucalyptus in this look. I love it. It's a good spray if you need a lightly dusted accent piece. That's a great one. And then it has that fun fuzzy ribbon in it. So really pretty. Thanks, Sharon. She's dropping some links for me. I appreciate it. The Blue Cottage centerpiece. Sharon found it. I don't know where the Blue Cottage centerpiece is to show you. So if it's still showing up online, I'm guessing that someone took the floor model and there's must be another one in the back room would be where it's at. But if Sharon found it and it's still showing, it could be yours. I just don't have it handy to show you. Okay, with my lineup today, I got one more wreath I'm grabbing and showing you. And I do have, oh, hey, here's a centerpiece that we might have missed. What's this one called? Oh, this is the one. Ha! It's over here. It must have got moved. Blue Cottage centerpiece. After all that, here we go. Awesome. So this is a ceramic container. I would call it navy blue to denim blue combination. The dark blue berries, some white berries, frosted pine cones, frosted fillers, and the size is 14 inches, $71. Well, there you go. We found it. Good deal. Okay, I'm out of space back here. Cramming it in there. And then this little wreath, too, didn't get shown last night. It's got the nest going on and the grapevine in there. This is $123 for the winter holiday wreath. It's 22 inches. This is definitely a different base. It's a plastic injection mold pine base, meaning this pine is different in that it's not made of PVC, it's made of plastic, so it's going to look really realistic because they make the mold from a real pine stem. So that one's a different material than a lot of our others are made out of. Thanks for the links. There's the trees, there's the angels, super helpful. Appreciate that. It's always nice to be able to click and find the item you were looking for. I am going to be doing more Christmas this week, but tomorrow we'll probably jump back to every day. We have some new products that just arrived coming online, and I'll be able to show them to you tomorrow. New Bridgewater things have just shown up. And you'll find that Bridgewater is adding to the holiday season more options for gift giving. So I want to show you those and some other new items that have come in. And all the candles arriving. Wow, it smells so good in the back room. There's every Christmas candle is now here, and it's all being stocked on our sales floor. So that's pretty exciting too. Okay, Jan, I'm sure we're going to get your question answered. The large terracotta vase drop-in. That one, if it's not showing up online, we can make sure we add that one too. That is called, if it's this one from last night, before I jump off, I'll verify. This is the berry blue drop-in for $79. So if this one, oh, it needs to be photographed. All right, so we'll get this one on for you, Jan. Hang in there. It'll pop on a little bit later. It takes about an hour for the photo and everything to populate. I can get that done myself. All right. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out today. Look at all this gorgeous blue and pine behind me. It's so exciting to step into the holiday season. I hope you're enjoying it too. We'll keep bouncing back and forth between everyday, fall, and holiday. There's lots of amazing fall on sale here if you're a local shopper and you want to swing through. It's time to decorate. If you haven't started, a lot of people in my Facebook world, like my friends, are just now decorating because it's been a busy summer. So if that's you, come get some bargains and take a peek at the Christmas while you're at it. Thanks, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow at noon to show you some new things. Take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.